Hello, everyone. As you know, AAM launched BrandView on July 1st. BrandView is the online interface that is built in the MIC and helps you showcase your big picture story to your biggest clients, your advertisers. This opportunity is an added value to your membership at no additional cost. Today, Sandy Liking will demonstrate how to create your BrandView profile as well as to make changes to an existing one.
Thank you, Debbie. Really appreciate that. Before I really get into setting up your BrandView profile, I do want to go over some quick tips with you to help prepare for your BrandView profile setup. The first thing you're going to want to have is copies of your logo. You're going to have a copy of your logo of your publication. Also, too, it's optional, but it's also helpful if you're affiliated with a parent company to have a copy of your parent company logo as well. Also, you're going to want a brief description about your publication. This information is going to be used in the Overview tab. Now, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It just has to be a brief description about who your target audience is, where your publication is located. A lot of times, you can steal this directly from your media kit or from your website. Also, there is an optional link where you can link to your media kit. So if your publication has a media kit or a rate card on your website, you're going to want to have that information as well. To add color to your BrandView profile, highly recommend having pictures, graphics for your profile. Typically, these pictures are going to be pictures of your publication. It could be a picture of the corporate office or the surrounding area. We recommend no more than 3 promotional pictures for your best BrandView profile. Lastly, the thing that you're also going to want to have on hand is your contact information for your publication. We have a tab that's called Learn More, and in the Learn More tab, you can add in your contact information, such for the advertising department, your circulation department. Again, you can grab this information directly from your website. So when you're preparing your information, you're pulling your graphics and coming up with your text information, do have some recommendations for sizes. So when you're pulling a graphic, when you're copying a graphic, you want it to be either a JPEG, a PNG, or a GIF format, and no more than 400 by 200 pixels. Also, too, for the text size, when you're creating your BrandView sentence, your overview sentence, not to be more than 200 words. So pretty much between 50 words to 200 words works best. Also, too, if you're going to be uploading a link for your media kit, you want to make sure you're uploading that entire address, which starts with the HTTPS and then the whole entire address. Also, highly recommend creating a folder on your computer that's going to house your graphics. This will have the easy access, so when it comes time to upload those images, you'll have them right at your fingertips. So create a folder that has your graphics. Also, you can have a Word doc that has your text information about your publication. Also, too, if you have Photoshop, Snippet, or Snagit, these formatting tools work really well when you're copying a picture directly from your website. But don't worry, if you don't have those Photoshop, Snagit, or Snippet, if you don't have those formatting tools, don't worry. You can still copy directly from the website, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. All you have to do is save it as an image and save it as a PNG file. And for your overview section, if you're not sure what you want to describe your publication, again, just a couple sentences. Just describe where your publication is located and the target audience. Also, keep in mind, a lot of times this information is directly on your website. Also, it's included on your media kit. So I'm going to be switching over to a live demo. So I'm going to be getting out of my PowerPoint presentation. So bear with me here. And before I go into the BrandView management tool, I want to show you some quick ways on how to grab a graphic from your website. So for my live demo, I'm going to be using Mainline Suburban Life publication. And when I put in Mainline Suburban Life in Google, it gives me options. I want to click on images. When I click on images, I have this logo pops up. There's different graphics here. So there's a few ways to grab a graphic. Now I have on my computer what's called Snagit. So when I click on Snagit, I click on capture, and I'm going to, once it gives me the countdown, I will go ahead and highlight the logo that I want, and then I hit the little camera, and then what I can do, I can size it down even further if I want, or if I like it as is, what I'm going to do is click File, File, Save As, and then you want to save it as a PNG file. And this is where I was mentioning before, you want to have a folder where you're going to be housing your graphics. So go ahead and save it as a PNG file in the folder that you have designated for your publication. So I'm going to hit cancel and get out of Snagit. The other option is a snipping tool. All computers that have Microsoft Office does have a snipping tool option. If you're not sure where it is, go into their search by and type in snipping, and then you'll see the snipping tool icon pop up. Click on snip, and then you want to click on new, and then what you can do is this highlight with your cursor. I'm using my cursor, right click, and then go ahead and file, save as, and then you can save that image as a PNG file. Now, if you're not comfortable using those tools, that's okay. What you can do is just right click on that picture, and then you're going to see save image. So save image, and then you can save it as a PNG image, and then save it again directly onto your computer. So there's multiple ways of how to save an image directly from your website. Also, too, to add some more graphics, my publication is actually in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. So I want some pictures about the Pennsylvania. So if I type in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, I get images. And you know what? I really like this picture of the downtown. So I'm just going to right click, save that image. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And so remember, PNG, JPEG files, those will work in our BrandView profile, and go ahead and hit save. So that's just some options of how to go about saving images for your BrandView profile. Now we're going to get into the fun part. We're actually going to build our BrandView profile. So I'm going to get out of this for a moment. One thing I'm going to do, though, I do want to keep my website. So I'm going to go into my mainline Suburban Life website, because I'm going to be using a lot of information from my website. I want to point out that on my website, when I go into readership, I have Advertise with Us. When I click on that, that's going to have my link for my advertising card and contacts. So I'm going to be using this information. So I'm going to keep this in my background. Now I'm going to go into trustedauditedmedia.com. And when you go into login, you're going to want the Publishing Filing Center. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the Publishing Filing Center, just like you do for your quarterly data report when you're filing your quarterly information. You're going to use those same credentials. If you're unsure what those credentials are, please contact AAM and CAC, and we'd be glad to provide that for you. So it's going to ask for your member number, so I'm going to go ahead and type in my member number for my publication. It's going to ask for your username and password. You're going to click Login. Now you have some more options on the right-hand side. So going into quarterly filing, what you want to do is go into BrandView Management. When you bring up BrandView Management, it brings up cross-media filing and BrandView Management. For today, we're going to be just concentrating on this section here in the BrandView Management section. Now, this BrandView profile is an easy template choosing process. So you really don't have to have IT involved at all. As long as you can copy an image, paste, and copy text, you're going to be able to set up your BrandView. What's great about BrandView, it's a template format. So all you have to do is choose and select templates, click save, and then you can go into provide content to provide your graphics, upload your graphics, and then you can double check what it looks like in preview. To get started, what you want to do is click on choose layout. So I'm going to go ahead and click on choose layout, and it's going to take it a moment. Now I was already in here before, but I want to show you what it looks like when you first go in for the very first time. So I'm going to get rid of that. Very first time when you were creating your BrandView profile, it looks blank. In this section here, you're going to be choosing your templates. So what you want to do is click on this plus icon. When you click on the plus icon, the first thing that pops up is an overview tab. Now I'm going to use this down arrow because I want to talk to you just a moment about what your options are. All publications are going to have available to choose the overview tab, the print distribution tab, and the learn more tab. The overview tab, what this will be, is that's going to be the first thing that a person's going to see when they click on your name in our database. It is going to have your information about your publication, the link to your media kit. It's also going to have the pictures of your publication. Your print distribution is going to be pulled automatically from your latest release quarterly data report. It's going to highlight your top level distribution. And then the Learn More tab. Again, this is an optional tab, but I highly recommend that you would use this Learn More tab because you can use this to put in the contact information for your publication, such as your advertising department, your circulation department. Also, too, if you have any events that are occurring, you can go ahead and update that in your Learn More tab as well. If your publication has other products, and they may not necessarily be audited by AAM or CAC, you can still mention those products in the Learn More tab. So once you, I do want to point out one more thing. If you see these other items are grayed out, we have audience, affiliated publication, digital. It's really kind of hard to see because they're grayed out. The reason why they're grayed out is my publication doesn't have these elements audited by AAM or CAC. But if you would like to have your affiliated publications audited by us, or your social media, or your web information audited by us, please contact us and we'll be more than happy to discuss what the requirements are and the costs are to have those elements available for you so you can highlight those in your brand view profile. But all publications will have the options to choose overview, print distribution, and learn more. I do want to point out that your brand view profile will replace the standard consolidated media report. That standard cover sheet that was on the cover sheet that was a requirement is no longer. So you no longer have to do that standard cover sheet. Instead, the brand view profile is going to take its place. And what's great about brand view is once you have it set up, you can basically set it and forget it because it automatically updates with your latest release quarterly report. So you don't have to update it every quarter unless you want to. Again, keep in mind, you don't have to set this up every quarter. Once it's set up, it's set until you want to make changes to it. So I'm going to begin. I'm going to have my overview. You want to select template, and I'm going to select the first one, and it'll pop up what it's going to look like. It's going to have your graphics, it'll have the link to the media kit, and description, and here's my logo. So I like that format. So I'm going to click Save, click Close, and close again. So I have selected the template for my overview. Now you can leave that as is and then go on to build your brand view profile. But you know what? I really want to highlight my print distribution and my learn more. So click on the plus button, same process, select template. My publication is a Sunday only product. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Sunday only, click Save. You have to make sure you see this message that you have successfully saved your information. Click Close and close again. I'm going to repeat that process one more time because I want my Learn More tab to pop up. Same process, select template. Now, if you notice, there was only one template available for Learn More. I still had to select it in order for it to appear. So go ahead and check it, save, and close. Now, if I hit the plus button again, it gives me this message. It says you have chosen all available tabs. Please continue to the next step. Well, if I did want information about my readership, my web analytics, my social media, that's when you need to call AAM or CAC, and we can go over what those requirements and costs are to have those data elements audited by AAM and CAC. Once those elements are audited by AAM, CAC, you can then include those into your brand view profile. So I'm going to go ahead and click Close. So that's you're choosing your layout. You chose your templates. Next step is to provide content. providing content, this is where you're going to add in your graphics, you're going to add in your logo, you're going to add in your information about your publication, you're going to upload your media kit. Now it is set up in Overview tabs first, your Print Distribution tab, and Learn More. So you set those up separately. So you can have a separate logo for Overview and a separate logo for Print Distribution. So keep that in mind. Also, too, in the Overview section, it's section by section. So if I'm busy and I'm just, I'm trying to do my brand view profile, because truly it takes about maybe 15 to 20 minutes once you have everything, your pictures and graphics. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to build out your brand view profile. So if you're doing this on your lunch break, go ahead and just, I want to upload my logo. You can do that, click Save, and then you can go back out. And then you can come back into the brand view profile tool to set it up again. So just to let you know, you don't have to do this all at one setting. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to upload the logo for my publication. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Upload File. Now this is where that planning is really helpful. I have my folder already set up with my graphics and my logo already set. I'm going to go ahead and click Open, and I'm going to click Upload. And click Close. And you want to make sure that it says image uploaded successfully. Now I have already previously uploaded my logo, so I'm going to click this X button because I only want it there once. So here's my logo. Once you've uploaded, you want to make sure you click Save. And you're going to hit Save for each section that you're doing. So I'm going to, bear with me here. Sometimes the filing tool has a tendency to freeze. If that happens, that's okay. Just hit this Reset button in the upper left-hand corner. Go back into Provide Content. I scroll down, there's my logo, it's still there. Next, I want to enter in information about my publication. So I have on my Word doc, hold on, where's my Word doc? I already have in my folder, I created information about my publication. So you can highlight it, you can right-click and click Copy, or you can use Control-C. I like using Control-C. Go back into the home page, and what you can do is then hit either Paste or Control-V, and it'll have your information about your publication. Now, if you notice, I've previously done this, and you notice it's a little bit bigger, it's italicized. Well, that's what BrandView is really great with this tool, is that it's rich text, meaning that you can bold it, you can italicize it, you can change the styles. There's all sorts of things that you can do with your text to make it stand out. What I like too is you can include a hyperlink. So it's really good as a call to action to your publication to have the link to your publication right here about your statement about your publication. So if you want to add in a hyperlink, what you're going to do is place your cursor where you want that hyperlink to occur. Click on the hyperlink icon. Now it looks like a figure 8. You click on that. Now I'm going to go back into my website. So I'm going to click on Mainline Suburban Life. I'm going to then use my cursor, highlight that whole entire address, and then Control-C, or if you right-click, click Copy, and then go back to the home page, and then you can click Paste, or you can do Control-V, and then click OK. What this will do is now you have that hyperlink that will go directly to your website. Once you're satisfied with the information about your publication, click Save. The other feature that's great about BrandView, you can direct a link directly to your media kit or your advertising rate card. So I'm going to go to do that. You're going to want to go back to your website, find where your media kit is, or just where your advertising rate card is. So here's Advertise with Us. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to highlight that whole address. So you want that whole entire address. Again, same procedure. Either right-click and click Paste or Control-C. Go back to the home page, and in here in the URL, hit Paste or you can hit Control C or Control V. Control V is for paste, Control C is for copy. Then go ahead and click Save. Now I want to add graphics to my brand view. So to do that, how it's set up, you cannot have, it's a template format, so there's specific placements on where these pictures are going to occur. So this here is going to be on the right-hand side. This section here, this graphic is going to be on the left, and the bottom is going to be in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and add a graphic. I'm going to hit Upload, choose File, and I want to add the picture of the area where my publication is being published. So click Open, Upload File, and then hit Close. And now I want to save it. And you're going to get the message that has been successfully saved. You're going to repeat that process again in the next section for Upload, and then it'll have, this is going to be my graphic that I'm going to have on my left-hand side, and then here's my graphic that's going to be in the middle. Now, we added a lot of information for that Overview tab, but what does it look like? You can go ahead and click on Preview, and you can preview your brand view profile as many times as you like before you publish it. So there's a Preview button. Click on the Preview button. Wait for a moment. It's going to be loading, and it takes a moment for it to load. But here is my Overview tab. So as you can see, you can double check. I really like how my logo looks. I'm going to double check my media kit. Wow, that goes directly to that. I really like that. I'm going to test this link out. It goes directly to my website. Really like how that works. Oops, I logged back out. No problem. What you can do is go back into Preview, and it pops back up. Now here are my graphics. You know, I added that map. You know what? I just want these two pictures. I really don't want that map to be included. So what's great is you can go back to the home page, click on Provide Content. I'm going to scroll down to where that picture is. I'm going to hit this little red X. That red X is a delete feature. So hit Delete. It says, yeah, do you want to delete? Say yes. Click Save. And now I'm going to double check it again. Go into Preview. Click on Preview. And there's my Overview page. I really like how that looks. Now I want to go and set up for my print distribution tab, and I'm going to set up my Learn More tab. To do that, it's the same process. Go back to Home page, Provide Content, but instead of the Overview tab, we're now going to Print. So you want to click on Print Distribution. In the print distribution, you can upload a logo of your publication, and you can briefly describe your publication or describe your print distribution. What I did, I went into my Overview tab, and I stole the first sentence. Highlighted what I wanted, hit Control C or right-click and do paste or copy. Go back into print distribution, and in the text field, you can hit paste. Control V, and it will have your information about your publication, or you can type directly into there. You can just start typing, and you can type directly into the text box. Again, it's rich text, so you can format it. You can italicize it. You can bold it. Personally, I want to just leave it as is, so I'm going to click Save. Also, too, I want to have the logo of my publication up there. So to upload my logo, click on Upload, choose File, and you're going to click on the logo, click Open, Upload, and Close, and then Save. So to double check, here's my preview. Click on that blue button. So here's my Overview tab. Now I'm going to see what my print distribution tab looks like. Here's the logo and the description. If you notice, though, is also I have graphs. These graphs have information about my distribution. It is pulling directly from my latest release quarterly data report. So this will automatically update every quarter for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Again, that's a great feature about BrandView. Once you have this set, you can basically set it and forget it because it automatically updates these graphs for you. So I really like how that looks. So now in my final stretch, I'm going to go into my Learn More tab. I'm going to go back to the home page. I want to put information about my Learn More tab. So go back into Provide Content, go into Learn More. Now, that contact information, I'm going to steal it directly from my website. So I'm going to go into my website, and I'm going to find out where the contact information is. It says Contact Us. So what you can do is highlight, use your right cursor, and again, you can copy, then go back to the home page, and then in this text box, go ahead and click Paste. And then once you do that, it'll copy that information directly in there. Once you're satisfied with it, you can click Save. So that's one way to go about it. If you want, you can type directly into the text box itself to type in your contact information. So now I want to take a look at what my whole BrandView profile looks like before I publish it. So I'm going to go into Preview. Remember, you can go into Preview as many times as you want before you publish it. So here's my Overview tab. I tested out my links. I liked my graphics. Here's my Print Distribution tab. I really like how that looks. Now I'm going to Learn More. Here's information about my publication. I really like that. Now the other tabs that are available are the Quarterly Reports and the Reports Library. These tabs you don't have to create. Those are automatically created for you and will update automatically with every released quarterly data report, every released audit report that you have. It will, with Quarterly Reports, it will highlight your latest released one. But if you want to go back into time for your previous quarterly reports, you click on this previous quarterly data reports, click on the down arrow, and you can select your previous reports. Also, too, there's the Reports Library tab. This is going to house your latest released audit reports. Now, I want to mention another great feature about BrandView. Once you have this published, what you can do is highlight your entire BrandView link, and you can send this link to your advertisers, to your media buyers. It doesn't matter if they're an AAM or CAC client. What they're going to receive, they'll have their Overview tab, they'll have their Print Distribution tab, and the Learn More tab. If they are members of AAM and CAC, in addition to the Overview, Print, and Learn More tab, they'll have access to the Quarterly Reports and the Reports Library tab. So that's a great feature about BrandView. Now that you have it set up, the next thing you want to do is you want to publish this. So what you want to do is on this Preview profile, Publish Profile, on the right-hand side, there's AAM CAC publicity rules. So basically, you read the rule, the information here, and you're testing that to the best of your abilities. The information is in accordance with our AAM CAC publicity rules, and you check the box. And then you click Publish. Once you do that, your profile publishes within 24 hours in our database. And then it's available for anybody to look at, and then you can also then share that link with all your clients. So what I want to do now is I want to show you what your BrandView profile actually looks like in AAM's database. So I'm going back into AAM's website. It's the same website for CAC. Go ahead and log in. Instead of going to the Publishing Filing Center, you want it the Media Intelligence Center. Click on the Media Intelligence Center. Now it's going to ask you for credentials. Your credentials are different for the Media Intelligence Center than the ones that you used for your BrandView profile. If you're unsure what those are, please contact AAM CAC, and we'll be glad to provide that for you. So click Sign In. Then you have access to all the information that's in our database. So I'm going to use the left-hand filters here just a little bit to filter this out, because right now we have 2,500 publications. So I'm going to click on Newspapers. Hold on here. Hopefully it's working. Oops, I had to log back in for my computer froze. I apologize about that. And that happened. So I'm going to click on Newspapers. Okay, it clicks my newspapers, and I'm going to click on CAC to filter it down a little bit more. Once I do that, I'm going to click on Addison Suburban Life. So when I click on that title, what happens, it goes directly to the Quarterly Reports and Reports Library. However, I want to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of that. So where's Suburban Life? I'm going to exit out of there. I'm going to go back into the Media Intelligence Center. And in the search bar, what I'm going to do is type in mainline Suburban Life. Click on the title. And if you notice, the first thing that pops up is our brand view profile, and this is the overview tab, which has the links to the, if I click on that, it'll go directly to the publication. It has a direct link to their media kit. Again, main Suburban Life, what they can do is they can highlight the link and share this with their advertising clients, their media buyers. So what's great, it'll have not only information about AAM CAC quarterly data reports and their audit reports, but right there as links to their media kit and to their website. Also, one of the great features about BrandView is that it's free. It's free to all our AAM CAC clients. It takes maybe about 15 to 20 minutes to set up. Once you set it up, it's basically set it and forget it because it updates automatically. So with that, I'm going to turn it over back to Debbie for some final comments.
Thank you, Sandy. We hope that you have found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to myself or Sandy at any time. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.